Hi guys, it's John here, and today we're going to be looking at a new project which utilizes the Awair Element. So if you purchased one of these in the Planet Watch era where these were going for £300 and you're just impossible to get hold of them, then you may now be sitting with this not really knowing what to do with it. So there have been a couple of projects. There's a Pi-Fi network which you can connect this to provide data and get tokens, but there's also a new one that's come out called Element Data, and this actually pays you a coin which is actually tradable and you can actually sell for real world money. So I imagine most people have either already sold their Awair Element or it's just sat like mine was, just turned off and not actually doing anything. So let's put this back into use and get earning some more money from our elements. Okay, so here we are on the official site, and I'm not going to go into too much detail here. I just want to make this a quick video as possible. But basically, when you connect your Awair Element up to the service, you'll start earning the IAQ token, which is the indoor air quality token, which is currently valued at $1.29. So these are the tokenomics of the project, and you can see here and pause if you want to read any of them. But again, I think most people are just going to be wanting to just get this set up and then forget about it. But the main thing to take away from this is that there are 3 different plans to join up to here. So the first one is completely free, and that's one we'll be doing today. You can also pay a one-off $50 charge, and then you'll receive more IAQ tokens. Or the premium sort of tier here, you get 0.5 IAQs per hour, and that requires you provide liquidity on the exchange. So you're gonna have to spend a few $100s to set up that liquidity to actually get this generating 0.5 per hour. We're gonna do 0.01 per hour. This is just completely free. This works on Windows or Linux, but I'm only going to be setting it up on Windows because I think most people will be using Windows. You can see here that that starter plan is actually the source of revenue for the project. So potentially, if this goes well, I might sign up to the starter and pay the $50 in the future. But for the time being, I just want to get this working and see if it actually does do what it says. So as discussed, here are the rewards in a sort of easier to read fashion. So you got the default, you got the starter, and you got the premium. So you can see here how many are active currently on each tier as well. It's got just over 1,000, 1,600 here, and just 172 for the premium. So again, like I say, this is going to be paying the IAQ token, and you can swap those on the Tinyman swap site, but we'll go into that a bit later on. Let's just quickly go through the setup requirements here. So obviously you're going to need an Awair Element to start with. You're going to need a PC or laptop with Windows or Linux to run the app that collects the data. And you're going to need a Algorand Wallet or a Algorand Wallet to receive the rewards. Now, I assume you're not watching this if you don't already have an Awair Element, so I'm going to assume you've already got those set up. I'm going to assume you've already got your Awair Home app set up because you needed that for the Planet Watch setup. So what we're going to do is just go to the download. We're going to go through the instructions and get it all set up. Okay, so I've already RDP'd across to my computer that I'm going to run this on. This is my SC Prime box here, which is also running Honeygain and all the other bits and pieces. So this is my eggs in all one basket setup. So all I'm going to do here is just go to options on the elementdata.xyz website and just click on download. So you can see here, I'm going to do Windows, Linux. All you need to do is obviously do a wget for the file and then just run the file wherever you actually download it to. So we're going to use the Windows one here just for ease. You're going to get a warning here about it not being a common application, which is fine. So what we'll do is just click on the 3 dots here and keep this file. Click on show more and keep anyway. Okay, so we're just going to click on open file here. Give that a few moments. We can store, it doesn't really matter here. I'm just going to click next through the setup. I'm going to create a desktop shortcut just so I don't forget that it's on here. And then we'll also want it to start up with Windows. So we're going to select next with that ticked. Click on install when you're happy. And then once it's finished, we can launch that. So we can close the web browser now and just click on launch. Okay, so it's going to ask here for our access token from the Awair website. So we're just going to click on OK here, and we need to go to the developer console on the Awair website to get our access token. So what we're going to do is go to the following website, which is developer.getawair.com/console/access-token. And all you need to do is sign in there with your Awair Element account. So if you click on sign in here in the top right, let me just zoom in a bit. So we're going to click sign in here. I'm going to put in our email address and our password for our Awair Element app. So again, you would have signed up to the Awair Element app when you first set yours up for Planet Watch. If you haven't done, then obviously you just register an account. It doesn't really take very long. Okay, so once you've got your API token, you're going to just click on copy to clipboard. And now all we have to do is paste that into our Element Data app here, and then click on save. Now it's going to ask you to select your device and click on save. So we're going to press OK here. And you can see here, your list of devices. So I do have two elements. One is here and one is at my parents' house. So I need to make sure I get the right one. Okay, so back on the Awair Element app, I'm going to select the one that I want to look at here, which is my one here. And all I need to do is go across to the gear icon. And then we're going to do submit feedback. And we'll just use Gmail for this instance. It's basically going to create a sort of template here that you could send off to the support. So what I'm going to do, you can see here at the bottom, the device ID. So I know that this is 41252. So I can now select that in the software. Okay, so I'm going to select 41252 and I'm going to click save. And what we're now going to be asked to do is actually log in to our Awair Element account here. So I'm going to click on OK, and I'm just going to paste in my Awair Element password here, and then we're going to click on save. So we don't need to change any of the other bits and pieces. Just pop in your Awair Element password, click on save. That's now registering, and it has been registered successfully. See here, it's just said it's logged in at the bottom here, and we have just earned 0.01 IAQ. Okay, so next up we want to get this set up to actually send the rewards to our Algorand wallet. So what we're going to do is just go to the following site, which is the elementdata.xyz login, and just go back in there with our Awair Element username and our password. So we need to get our Awair Element username here. So let's just click on configuration. We're going to copy that here and just paste that into there. And then we're going to use our Awair Element password again. Okay, so you can see this is my account here. So what I'm going to do is now connect it up to my Para wallet here. Now, if you set it up with my algo previously, then you can use that obviously, but I'm going to set it up with my Para wallet. So I'm going to click on here, and then going to launch the Para web. Now, if you haven't logged in on the computer you're setting up on, it's going to ask you to create a passcode. So you can set any password you want for this. This is just your access to the Para wallet app on this computer in question. So this can be absolutely anything you want. Obviously make it something secure if you can. Okay, so let's just try an import here from Para Mobile. So let's proceed with this. And proceed again. So all we need to do is go into our Para Mobile app. And when you're in the app here, just click on the little sort of Para logo down here at the bottom. And it's going to bring up this list here. You just click on scan QR code. And we're going to scan the QR code that is on the computer screen. Okay, so we can scan that barcode and just confirm on your phone, and you'll see your accounts get imported. So we're going to click here, view account. You can see how I've recently rekeyed my account. So I haven't got my original rekeyed account showing here. So what I can do is just add account, and we can use my recovery passphrase, and I can pop in my details here and get that showing up in the web app as well. Okay, so I've imported my original account here, and we can see here, this is my original Algorand wallet here with all my planets and things in. So it is all still there. So we're back on the element data now, and we can do the connect with Para wallet, and that should now function. So let's click launch Para web and look at our wallet. Okay, so I'm just going to select my original account here and then connect. Okay, let's just refresh this and see if it's updated. It has indeed. So you can see here my wallet address and the active plan, which is the default free one. So that's all good. What we can now do is add the IAQ token into our wallet so we can see it. So you can see here on this page, it's got the wallet, the token ID here. So we're going to copy that and go back to our account. Now we can see all the assets in the wallet here. So what we just can do is paste in that ID. You can see this asset here. Let's click on that. What we can do here is just scan this QR code to opt in. So using your Para wallet app, remember to open it up and press the little logo at the bottom in the middle, and then scan the QR code with your phone. You can then select your account and approve the asset to be added in. Okay, so give it a while to update, and you can now see that the asset has been added in. Okay, so if I click on here, we should see the asset appear in the list. It hasn't quite updated on this, but that will basically show up. It's showing up straight away on my phone, but it's not quite coming up here. You can see I've got 9 assets showing there, but on the main page it says I've got 10. So that will appear eventually. And that's it basically. We now sit back and we just wait for our IIQ tokens to come in. And then you could go onto Tinyman and you can swap those. If you want to swap them for algos or USDC, you can just select your asset from here, swap, and away you go. Interesting to note that the minimum you can swap is 3.34. So 3.34 at the current price, $4.10. Okay, so how much can we expect to make from the element data system? So I've put this very, very quick and clunky spreadsheet together so we can work it out. Currently, I or you will have to manually update the price of the IOQ token because it's not currently on CoinGecko or anywhere where I can grab the price from. So this is a manual entry for the current value of the IOQ token. And yeah, so what I've done is put down the different plans here. So we've got default, starter, premium. You can see the cost of the plans. And again, the premium will vary depending on the price of the token. But if you click on here to follow the link, it will take you to the relevant page on the Tinyman site so we can work out how much the LP tokens are going to cost us. So we can see here currently we need to provide 5 LP tokens, which is going to cost us 206 IAQs, which is about $242 of the IAQ and the Algorand coin. So that will cost about $500 in total currently. So yeah, back to the spreadsheet, and we can see the one that I've signed up to here, it's about 29 cents daily, $2 weekly, $8 monthly, and $105 yearly. So again, that more than covers the cost of electricity. So that's what I'm thinking about here. And it just obviously goes up from there. So the starter, a daily income of $4.32 and $30 a week, $129 a month, 1,576 per year. So if you were to join the starter for $50, then you will easily ROI after a couple of weeks. So that's quite good to know. And at the current cost of around $500 for the premium LP tokens, you're going to ROI in just over a month here. You can see at the current value of $1.20. So shout out to ToonYM5NT for bringing this to my attention here. And yeah, I think it's a good little thing to get into. I don't know how long it'll be running for. Obviously, it will be relying on the project and its income from other investments. So whether they'll get some outside investments if people start buying the data, obviously that's yet to be seen, but you have to follow the Discord for more information. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please do like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave any comments or questions you have down below. I'll do my best to help out where I can. It looks like my element is getting a bit too much CO2, so I better stop talking now. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.